all of you here for your presence, your support, your love, your energy. I want to thank the swim family, especially for being here. Can we give them a huge... Mother, sister, brother-in-law, nephew, and family. I want to say very, very special thanks, though, to this absolutely remarkable team that has helped bring us forward. And there are many supporters in the room from the various foundations. I won't name you all, but I do want to thank you immensely for helping us make this happen. So a huge round of applause for those supporters. Thank you so much. And then this crew, this team, this tribe that has birthed this over many, many years, really about 7 years, if truth be told. But we want to begin, especially, I have to give thanks to my co-executive producer, John Grin, for all of his work. And then the most huge shout-out has got to go to Patsy Northcutt and David Kennard, but I want to begin with Patsy Northcutt, producer, director, editor, goddess, performer par excellence into the middle of the night so many weeks to make this happen. The diligence, the dedication, the detail. Let's have a huge shout out to Patsy. David Kennard, who, as was mentioned at the beginning, was with us at the beginning, cannot be here tonight, but led us through the beginnings of this journey in Samos, and we are most grateful for his help in the development and direction of this film. David Kennard. And Chris Ward, who did the music faithfully for so many months from LA, sending it up here, sending it to the East Coast, back and forth, that music which carries this film so beautifully. Chris Ward. And a huge thanks to someone here in the Bay Area who's been with this project also for creative development of immense proportions, especially through imagery. And we thank Neil Rogan. And then a remarkable other Bay Area producer, Catherine Lynn Butler, who with Patsy did the most remarkable job in getting this to 55 minutes. Can we thank them both? Those images amazing? And we have our lead archival researcher, Michelle Grenier, to thank for that work. And then for taking and delivering and helping to produce with her husband on Samos, location producer, the most extraordinary place finder, detail person, Lizzie Kennard. We're so happy you're here. Patsy Northcutt, may I present.
The first person I'd like to thank is Jorgen. It was his gift as well as mine. And Mary Evelyn, I just want to recognize you for the amazing creativity and involvement. You know, speaking of late night hours, okay, we're on the West Coast. I'm working late, and Mary Evelyn is online on the other end. I'm like, okay, it's like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, there she is. And we would do a lot of online collaboration, hosting scenes, and Mary Evelyn was deeply involved in feedback and nuance, and the breadth and depth of your knowledge is stunning and was just a huge contribution. And then the gratitude, it just was flowed. I felt this just gratitude for everything that we were all doing. And, you know, I don't know that the team got to feel it as much as I did because I was firsthand receiving it. And that's a spiritual thing to be I was thinking, what could I say? And just yesterday, we did some adjustments to the volume, and so I was watching the film again. And when we got to the destruction scene, I just burst into tears and just wept. And it was like, I wept with the sorrow and I love that scene. It's one of my favorite scenes. Why? It's because it's like when you watch like a person who's being destructive to themselves. One of the most painful things is when they don't see what they're doing. Like just the denial that our society has for what we're doing. And so to be able to, in the context of this beautiful piece that tells the whole story of the universe, from our 14 billion year evolution to our current conundrum. And then the second piece to that is the wonder will guide us. Because if you're in denial, and necessity is the mother of invention. So when you see a problem, our ingenuity comes forth, and we are great problem solvers. But if we don't even identify that we have a problem, we're not soliciting the wonder that's so spectacular. And so what I hope for this audience and for all audiences is that we continue to listen to the inner voice, our inner wisdom,